NCRP Productions presents New Dallas, an Alien RPG campaign series podcast. Episode 9. Welcome back to Aliens RPG New Dallas. This is Barry, your Game Master. I'm going to go ahead and go around the room. We'll introduce everyone, and we will get started.
Hey everybody, this is Pedro. I'm playing Cole Baird, the Marshal.
Hi, it's Sequoia, and I'm running Dr. Elizabeth Langtree.
Hello everybody, my name is David, and I'm running Sergeant Alister Rictor of the Colonial Marines.
Hi, this is Josh. I am running Lance Bateman, the company man.
And I'll let our listeners know a couple of handfuls of Jelly Bellies went around the table, so the slows and stops may be coming from Jelly Belly interruption.
Ooh, my teeth together.
So last episode, we were down in the boathouse with our now captured, what we know are UPP individuals. Specifically, one of them we know for sure is part of the SOF, which is the UPP's military arm. That is the Space Operating Forces, the SOF. At the end of the episode, we had a decision made between Cole Baird and Sergeant Rictor that Cole would step away from taking them in as civilian charges, and because they are SOF, or they believe that all of them are part of the SOF, that Sergeant Rictor would take control of the situation in regards to the 4 prisoners. Now, what you guys have learned, or what you've understood from Leanne, who came with Dr. Langtree, Leanne being one of the nurses, came with Dr. Langtree down to interpret for the group, is that the UPP members are here to take what they say is a unit, a communications unit, that belongs to them, that Weyland-Yutani either stole or borrowed, not that anyone at the table believes any part of that, but that either stole or borrowed from them, and they were coming to take it back. Most of the other things that were said, you'll have to listen on your own. You have to go back and listen to the episode if you don't know about it. You can make a decision whether or not you believe them. So we are currently heading back with that group back to the residence. We're taking, Sergeant is going to take the prisoners back. He does not want to intermingle them with the civilians, so he had sent out Navarro to go find if there was an entry into the lower level of the civilian quarters.
Oh, that's right.
While this was going on, Lance Bateman was up with the collection of civilians, most of the time talking with Katrina Hill. We ended with one of the Merriweather brothers hollering out that he saw a light out the windows. And again, I'll remind you, the cantina area of the civilian quarters, or basically the residence quarters of the old rig, has large open windows. And when I say open, big bay windows, not they're open to the elements, but large open windows that you can see out at every side. And so they are looking to the north is the direction, just so you guys know. They're looking to the north, and one of the Merriweathers says, "Hey, I see lights," and everyone kind of moves to that side of the building going, "Ooh, we're saved, somebody's coming," at which point the building shook and you heard a small explosion. So I am going to start in the civilian quarters, and Lance, and when that thing goes off, everybody kind of starts panic. There's murmuring. All focus on that light, which is getting closer. All focus there stopped, and there's a lot of chatter about where are the Marines, how come they're not here, what's going on, what was the explosion? And you're starting to see a few of the different people kind of panic. A couple people head to the door but seem to think better of going outside. We do still have a heavy winds, heavy rainstorm with thunder and lightning outside. The lightning has been limited. The thunder has been strong when it hits, but is starting to pull back. And when the explosion goes off, Lance, so you'll be aware of this, the 2 Merriweather brothers goes, "Was that?" And the other one says, "I think it was downstairs." And you can see the 2 of them are starting to kind of push through the crowd to go downstairs.
Cool. Okay, so Lance Bateman's immediate response to the explosion is to hit the deck and hold his briefcase over his head.
I was going to make a joke about that, but you really did it.
All right. Well, you doing that puts quite a number of people doing the same thing. So I'll remind you that you have been kind of under the auspices of the military. They are constantly around you. I want to say at one point, Sergeant Rictor may not have told everyone, but got his point across that there were only 2 people that mattered. You and I know Katrina Hill heard it, but I don't remember how many other civilians heard it. But he made it pretty clear that you and the doctor are the only people that matter on this mission.
Yeah,
So
I think it was everyone because then Baird made a speech to everyone else.
yeah, so when you hit the deck, quite a number of people hit the deck near you. Katrina Hill stays
So
close to
it's
you,
easy
but
to
you'll
get to the
notice
crowd when we're all on the ground.
exactly. Well, you'll notice that she's definitely up. So if you don't do anything, the Merryweathers head down the stairs and away from you.
I will, after I realize that the explosion's not in this room and that the glass isn't going to shatter into my face, then I will kind of stand up and pursue them.
All right, so you go dashing after. Yeah. You definitely hear foot pads on your backside. I don't know if you look back.
Yes.
All right, that's Katrina Hill.
Yes.
Of course.
All right, so back down below.
My biggest fan.
All right, finally things are starting to calm down.
Exactly. So, Sarge, you get a call in. Hey, Sarge Navarro, I've got an entry into the bottom of the civilian place. Took a little work to get inside. I've got it open.
All right.
Okay.
We're coming to you.
All right. So, tell me how we leave the boathouse. Presently in the boathouse, we have Leanne Ming, and we have Dr. Elizabeth Langtree. We have Baird the Marshal there, and then we have you and 2 of your Marines, Coombs and Stevens. Coombs, remember, still has the injury to his chest, but he's bucking up and holding out. And you have 4 men in custody. They are not currently restrained.
Yeah, we just have them at gunpoint, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So tell me how you're leaving the office.
Trained with bullets.
I'd say we'll let the civilians go first, and then we'll bring in the
Yeah, I would have already started
prisoners
drawing.
in the rear.
So, Cole, are you leaving with the doctor and the nurse?
Yeah, I mean,
Where are you taking them?
up to the rest of the civilians.
Okay, so up and outside.
Yes.
Gotcha. So as you guys hit the first left-hand turn to take you around, to take you to the stairs that go up, Navarro goes pounding past you guys. He's come up from the underside of the residence. He just goes bounding past you guys.
Well, he's running like a bat out of hell. What the hell? What do you think he's going to? Well, I think we might want to hustle. Well, no, we want to be safe. Let's just get a move on.
All right, so you just keep walking
Yeah,
the way
I mean,
you guys are going. Very good.
I don't want to break my neck.
Not a problem. So, Sarge, Navarro shows back up. He says, we're moving them standard file.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got Navarro in front. You'll have Navarro in front. You'll have 1 prisoner, which is the one I'm going to use the word interrogating. You will have Coombs. You will have 2 prisoners, Stevens, 1 prisoner, and you is the line. And you guys are moving up to the underside. So, Lance, as you get down the hallway, you see both Merryweathers zip down the stairs and disappear from your view.
Yeah, I'll just make my way down there.
Okay. So, as you get down to the bottom of the stairs, they're at the far door, and you can see both of them are grabbing on the handle together, feet braced against the wall, trying to pull the door open. You're figuring it's locked.
Okay, I'll approach and investigate.
Okay,
Is
so
there
as you get
a
up
visible
there,
lock or
hey, so you got a key here?
well, let me check. No, actually.
So keep in mind that they've seen you get pulled out of the line, and somebody listening might have overheard something of what the sergeant had said to you about coming and doing something for them inside. So the fact that they're asking you if you have a key is not so ridiculous.
Yeah. No. Yeah, left it in my other pair of pants. Sorry.
So what appears to be the older one says, I ain't gonna get this thing open. I don't know what we should do. Should we crack it? I'm confident the explosion was on the other side of this wall.
Oh.
He says you can smell it. You can smell it. It's like cordite in here. And he leans down to the bottom of the door, and he's got his nose on the floor at the bottom of the door. He says somebody's blowing shit up in here.
So can you smell anything, or is it possible to smell that from here?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Once he tells you what you're smelling, yeah, you can smell it.
Okay.
Are these guys comp techs? Is that who they are, or are they the farm techs?
The farm techs.
Farm techs.
I
But
mean, is there like a panel, or is there any way to open the door from this
No,
side?
it's a standard door handle.
And there's
with
no
no
vision,
pad.
no hole,
No
no way to
pad.
look through and see what's going on.
Barry, why do these farm techs know about explosives?
Well, what I was going to tell you is, so the Merryweathers strike you as being and not the disrespectful kind of good old boys. These are kids that were grown up on a farm, and they were kids too. So all the dumb shit stuff that you can get in trouble with on a futuristic farm that has to deal with, you know, alien surfaces that might need to get blown away, drilled up. I mean, the chances are, unlike a farm kid from today who probably knows, you know, combines and tractors and that kind of stuff, these guys are going to know what the new modern day plow is, which might be a laser drill. So
Terrifying.
It was much easier to just shoot the ground and then run something over it.
I got a whole furrow.
Comtech farmer.
And Comtech farmers. And it's not to say that they are masters or even experts, but they potentially know how to do stuff. And then just think about fireworks in general. So no, there's not a keyhole to look in. There is a key that would fit into the door, and you'll notice that the door handle. There's a key that would fit in the door handle, and you will notice that the door handle, now that they've stopped pulling on it, looks like it's bent kind of maybe 4 degrees off of even. Looks like they either wanged on the door handle or pulling on it bent it in some fashion.
Wang on it.
So is this
verb.
basically a dead end? Otherwise, there's no other rooms near here to look for such a key?
The entire hallway down has all these faceless doors with numbers on them.
Yeah.
And they all have the same thing. They've got a handle with a key lock or a keyhole in them.
It's actual like lock and tumble keys?
Yes, like boring old nothing special doors.
Is that like normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, you're not on a spaceship. You don't want to have that airlock type setup, or you don't need it. So it's not out of line, and it's still fairly inexpensive to make those.
They got real doors on this planet.
Yep, they got real doors.
Maybe you have to open them. I can't just walk up
Like a
to
knob
them.
that you turn.
Yep, we're talking knob.
Knob.
So again, remember we're in the residence as opposed to being in the facility that matters.
Okay.
So cheaper.
It's like a school doorknob.
Yeah, exactly. It's
That metal kind of
Yeah.
door. All
I
right.
was just thinking like Star Trek rules, like everything swishes if it can.
Right.
But that's not this world.
no. This
corporate. The minimum amount of things swoosh.
This is backwoods, backwater, backworld, or just poor.
All right, I feel you.
Okay. So you two plus the nurse are now heading up, and as you are coming up, go ahead and give me an observation roll.
Okay.
with all of my negative?
No, I just want a straight observation roll.
Thank you very much.
Actually, no, I take it back. There is a reason. Yeah, I want you guys observation roll with stress dice.
Okay. Oh, hot diggity. I got 3 successes and 1 alien.
All right, go ahead and give me your panic test. So you're going to add your stress
9.
to D6. A 9. So you kind of stop when you see it.
Right.
Okay.
Holy shit, I did not actually get a 1.
All right.
But I got 4 successes.
All right. So can we get him a copy of the book? We're going to want to have you let me know what you would like to do with your observation
For the stunts.
extras, the stunts. So for you, Dr. Langtree, you are going to see it. Cole is going to see it as well and may ask more questions. But you will notice that there is definitely a light off to your left, which is to the north, coming this way. And it appears to be coming pretty much straight in.
Is it coming for me?
It appears to be coming for you.
Are there more of them close by?
You only see the one.
How do I get in? How do I get away from this?
Well, if you wanted to get away from it, you have 2 options.
Is it flying? Is it in the air?
Yeah.
It is in the air.
Oh.
The light is in the air. So you basically have 2 options as far as getting away from it if you choose to.
Is it coming from you?
Option
Yes, it
1
is.
would be to go up and into with on the rig, go up and into the actual main rig. The other option would be go back down to the boathouse. It's coming for the civilians.
Jump in the water.
Okay,
But you're not stupid. You also know that there is supposed to be some kind of a rescue vehicle coming to get you guys.
Okay, so then I'll just be excited. Like, hot damn! It looks like Evac's here. Let's get on up with these civilians.
Do you guys pick up speed at all?
Hop 2, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a little bit of a push to get the dock moving.
I'm just so relieved.
That's it. You just
and I just like, I feel like all the weight's off. and I don't have to deal with any of these like
Until that thing
military
gets blown out of the air.
schmucks alone anymore.
All right. So you guys will go in through the door, and everybody's talking. As soon as the marshal is seen, you can see all along the bank of windows, people are pointing and moving towards the door as they're seeing and catching on the marshal.
All right, folks. All right. Looks like Evac might be here for us. So let's everybody calm down. It's exciting times. So we're gonna go ahead and let them land. We're gonna go out in an orderly fashion when I find out how we're gonna be going out.
And as you're saying this, you're literally having to push in. Not very many people are going to back up and give you that space.
We're safe.
But you do have the.
Start firing bullets in the air.
Raising everyone's stress. But you do get them back inside. You get the door shut because you don't need that weather and wind coming in. And of course, there's a million questions. One of the older gentlemen there, and you've spoken with him before, the really, really, really big guy who's the geologist. That's Thorson. He comes and he says, "Hey, Marshal, I think there's something downstairs you might want to deal with. The farm boys and the corp, they headed down."
Oh, Jesus Christ! Just when I think we're about to get out of this shit show, I got something else to deal with. All right, thank you so much.
Okay.
Which way? Over here?
He just pointed. He said downstairs. You know there's only one way. I mean, it's a shotgun hallway on the top level and a shotgun hallway on the bottom.
All right, let's go.
So as you start heading down the stairs, you step onto the stairs and you start hearing this thunk, thunk, thunk. So for you, Lance, what's happened is the Merriweather boys have stopped trying to work on the door itself and trying to pull it open.
Okay.
One of them has gone back out of your area as you were talking about. Are all the doors like this? And you guys are kind of looking around, and he says, "Yeah, we checked all of them. My brother and me, we've checked every one of them. They's all locked." And what he does, he comes back down, and he's got what appears to be a mop or a broom. He's carrying it so you're not seeing the back head. But as he comes up there, he's like, "Step back, I got this," and he's whacking the door and it's metal, which you realize, and it is a mop handle. He's whacking the door with the mop handle. And he doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. So his next step is he says to his brother, says, "Get over here and push." And both of them push, and he's able to wedge the mop handle into the little bit of the door at the upper right-hand corner that they're able to shove. And now he's trying to rank on it. And that's what you come down seeing.
So before I even come down, I say, "Oh, now what the hell's going on down there?"
"Hey, Marshal, come down here. We need some more strength."
What the hell? What are you? And clack.
All right, so as you come down, I don't know if you want to say anything to Marshall.
I'm just kind of leaning against the wall, watching them, sort of trying to figure out.
It's the Merriweather brothers, and one of them's got his shirt off, and so there's that farmer tan, or not his shirt. I'm sorry, his coat off. He's like, for any reason I can take the shirts off, right?
All right, actually, I don't even know about this business.
I just don't think he's good with clothes on.
He's got his coat off, and he's got, of course, torn off
Bateman,
sleeves.
what did you course these boys into doing? Bateman, these are good as it's a young man here.
So they're like,
These poor simple
So, Marshall, there was an explosion on the other side of this door. At least we're pretty sure it's this door.
There was an explosion on the other side of that door.
Yes, you can smell it. Come over here.
Oh, you can smell it? You mean there's a smell coming out from there? So you mean you don't know what's on the other side? Maybe there's some more gases, and you're gonna just go clanging on there, causing maybe another explosion?
Go ahead and give me just straight manipulation. No stress.
Just a side note, when we're back inside, I do want to express to Leanne that I'm really proud of her and I'm grateful she's on my team, and just do some networking stuff.
You get her definitely if there was that friendship level.
Yeah.
You get a heart.
Leanne will remember this.
Got one.
So with one, they kind of stop pulling on the mop handle, which is still wedged in the door, and they back up and go, That's right, Marshall. All right, you do it. And they both back behind you. You got this, Marshall. Yeah, you got this, Marshall.
Well, now why in the hell am I going to do a damn fool thing like that? Get up top. There's the evacs here. Get up top.
Yeah. But if the evac comes in and something blows up down here, it ain't going to be good.
What are you two boys going to do down here if there is some explosives?
And so the two of them look at each other.
Are you telling me you boys know how to work with high explosives?
And then
Now-
it's quiet for a moment, and they're kind of staring at each other. And the one nods, and he goes, "Yeah, Marshal, we defused the bomb."
Hope you're better with bombs than doors.
So you boys want to tell me after we done suffered through a terrorist attack that y'all know how to work with explosives?
Well, sir, Marshal, Billy was able to stop one of them. It was a what do you call them? Like well, made by people that wasn't professionals.
Well, God, a makeshift bomb?
The other one says, "All right, Joe, just tell him." He goes, "All right, Marshal. Well, we made the bomb, but we was able to stop
What in
it."
the Sam hell do you... Boy, you better shut the hell... As Marshal, I'm warning you, shut the hell up before you say something that I need
Marshal,
to do.
we was able to stop it. Billy was able to shut it down. So we know how to do them. You cut the red wire. It was the blue wire. We cut the blue wire.
I would like both of you to please get back upstairs right now. My blood pressure's raised up a notch.
Okay, Marshal. And the two of them, the one who had his coat off, puts his coat, grabs his coat, and runs back upstairs. And upstairs, Dr. Langtree, you will see the two boys come up. The one of the two Merriweathers is putting on a coat.
I don't want to know.
So you're down there with Bateman. So while this is going on, Sarge, outside, Navarro gets to the door, and what he's done as you get up there is he's obviously blown the lock. There's basically a smoking or scarred hole, and he just pulls the door open and starts walking them in. He says, "Sarge, we probably should put the lights back on."
Yeah, we can watch that.
Okay, so Navarro looks at Stevens. Stevens goes, "Fuck, yeah, I'll do it." And Stevens heads out of line, which steps so it's the man in front of you. No, he's the one behind you. Says, "Sarge, dropping out of back," which is going to put you one back, and he goes running in. It's about a minute for all of you guys, and the lights go on, which of course brings a cheer from everybody upstairs. And the hallway that you are in, which was basically pitch black, comes back up in light.
Goddamn Bateman, I didn't know you were...
So as you guys go in, the room that you guys are bringing these guys into is some kind of a combination maintenance room, and then all of the facility stuff for the residence hall. So water heaters, the forced air heater, the different air conditioning units, the recycler, that kind of stuff. And that's the room that you're bringing them in. It's a whole lot of stuff they could potentially get into and get in trouble with if they were left alone. But Stevens will come back down. It takes him about 5 minutes to make the circle of turning on the lights and then coming back and joining you guys. The whole time, the 4 prisoners have not reacted weird in any way. But when Stevens comes back to you, he said, or actually, he wouldn't even do that. Minute and a half in, lights come on, and almost instantly Stevens says, "Hey, Sarge, we got something coming in. I can't tell for sure what. They are coming in, but they are coming in real slow. If this is Evac," he says, I don't know what's going on."
Shit.
Okay. When they get close enough, maybe we can try and reach them on directional radio, two-way radio.
He says, "Me or you, Sarge?"
You.
"Got it. Hang on." So instead of him coming down the 5 minutes in, I make that change about 2.5 minutes in. He goes, "Yes, Sarge, it is Evac. They are fighting some kind of wind up there." He says, "It makes some sense with this rain. They're going to try one pass. If they can't go, they're telling me they've got another turn in about 2.5 hours.
You tell them we need them to land that chopper ASAP.
Got it, Sarge." So you guys who are upstairs, I don't know what you, Marshall, you and Baird are doing, but for the upstairs crew, you're seeing there's a Marine. He is standing outside the window that you guys have come, that walkway you've come back and forth on. He's talking into a mic, and he's looking up in the direction where the light is. And the light was coming in and now is kind of moving in a weird kind of a slalom pattern back and forth. If you're staring at it, you're not sure it's coming closer. If it is, it's just marginally so.
Does it look to be like, can I see how big it is? Is it the same as our last craft, or?
You can't from this distance.
Okay.
Because you don't know because you're only seeing the light.
Yeah,
you're
for
not
sure. Okay.
All right, so I'll kick back down to Sarge. So you've got these 4 guys in here. I'm assuming you just kind of set them in the center of the room because you don't want them sitting here.
We put them on their knees, their faces to the wall.
Okay, so there's not a tremendous
shoulder to shoulder.
Right, there's not a tremendous amount of open wall is the problem. You got a lot of, like I said, you got a lot of pipes. You got the water heaters, the furnaces.
All right, then we have them face down on the floor.
On the floor in the center. All right, very good. And they're everybody's watching. So you guys are not going to be reducing stress as you're holding them there. You're not necessarily gaining it, but you guys are holding them. You've got the Marines believing something could go wrong. That's what I'll say. They're Marines. They're fine with it, but they're not relaxing at all because you don't want them to. And eventually Stevens kicks back in on the radio and says, all right, Sarge, so they're going to try one more time. He says, if you want to come up and holler at them, I told them under your orders, they're telling me they are under Major's orders as far as coming in.
Okay, I'm coming up.
All right. So you just head out. You don't have to say anything to Varro and Coombs. They're not dummies.
No.
So you make the circle around, or do you go through the door?
I'll go through the door.
All right. So are you 2 down in the hallway still?
We'll be walking towards the...
Yeah, I'll tell them, all right, Bateman, let's head on up. We got Evac coming. Actually, I'll say, what were those boys talking about, an explosion? You hear an explosion? I didn't hear one coming on and on.
Y'all didn't hear that?
Nah, we didn't hear no explosion. Whoa.
Yeah, something down below.
Shook the building.
Shook the building. Seemed like I did notice a little bit whenever he said you could smell the odor as well.
Alright, well, Evac's here. Let's just get upstairs. If it was gonna explode all the way, I bet it would have happened by now, so let's take that as a blessing.
So, Sarge, go ahead and give me a strength roll.
Just strength?
Well, no. With stress.
Oh, strength and stress.
A full
okay.
strength roll. Actually, no, I'm not adding something that I should be. You need to give me a heavy machinery roll.
Heavy machinery. Okay, so 10 dice. 7 of them are stress.
Oh my God.
7 of them?
Yep.
Hot diggity.
I got an alien, but I also got 3 successes.
Well, let's see where the panic test.
Roll the alien. 7 plus 4 is 11.
So,
People start yelling.
So
it's the one that reduces mine by 1.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
Well,
I'm sure
it sort of is.
Okay.
So you start going on the door and you unlock it. You start pulling on it. You cannot figure initially what's wrong with it, but as you start ranking on it, you're realizing that it's held at the top. The door in the frame itself is bent. You get just frustrated as shit, and you leave. You walk out the back door. You're going to make the cycle around.
Okay.
What you got was seat cover, and yes,
Okay.
that's right. That is going to go ahead and reduce your stress 1 level.
Nice.
Of course, it's going to kind of wind up your two Marines inside, but you're going to take the cycle around. So you are pretty much soaked to the core.
Okay.
But you make the
As big as
cycle
me.
around. Stevens says, "Am I staying, Sarge, or am I heading down?"
Have I found a way around?
Yeah. You just walk around the back of the outside. Just the
Say,
long way.
yeah, you can come. Yeah, head on down.
So, and he double times it out of there. So you are now set. He's directed you on the frequency he's using, and you call in.
All right. So it's Sergeant Rictor, requested immediate dust off grid, blah blah bloop 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 bloop, whatever it is. Give him the coordinates.
That was the exact coordinates, actually. Yeah, that was very good.
Blibbity boop, blah, blah.
We were in the blobbity bloop bloop section of this in Dallas.
We don't use numbers here.
It got too confusing with all the numbers.
There's a lot of numbers.
It's all the same to the Marines, New Dallas, Old Dallas, right? It's all the same.
I didn't
Right.
come to
The
do
grid
Dallas.
square.
So as you holler in, Sergeant, can you hear me all right? We're getting some snow in the line.
Copy. You're coming in garbled, but I hear you.
All right. This is Warrant Officer Smith. So we've been sent by Major Perkins to come pick up the civilians and you and your charges here. He says the problem is we are getting too much wind. We're going to take another try at it, but it's blowing us. We're not getting around the peninsula.
So we need to come to you?
No, Sergeant. There's no way you can do that. We are not in a position to be able to land. Give me a moment. Can you stay on this frequency?
I can.
Stay put for a moment.
Copy that. Stand by to be advised.
I
I am so tired of being on this stupid oil rig.
So you will see the lights make a real, like, weird arc to it as far as the dip it takes. I mean, the only thing you're seeing is the light. And then the light half turns and then disappears. Maybe 20 seconds later, it comes in way off to your left. So it kind of turns, disappears out to the right, comes in way off to your left, and it's coming in fairly quickly. And click back in. Sergeant, this is Second Lieutenant Smith. We are coming into your position. We are going to try to do a land. As far as we know, this rig does have an upper level landing pad, or at least an LZ that we can get to.
That's what the map says.
Go ahead and get your people away from there. I will let you know if we are landed safe.
All right.
So as you see this thing come in, it's coming in quickly, but it is, again, you're watching a light more than anything else kind of bob back and forth.
Yeah.
The rain is pretty good, and every time it moves to the side, it's not even a full second, and you get kind of that gust of wind that moves you as well.
All right.
So Smith comes in. There we go. And lands. Of course, everybody who's upstairs with the civilians, they've lost sight of the light, and you get, kind of the, where'd it go? And people are moving around. Two people go and open the front door to go out, but very quickly with the rain and the wind pull the door back in. And then maybe it's 3 minutes later, you guys hear something clunk, 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 clunk on the roof. And everybody's looking around. Are you back up top yet?
Yeah, I would think so.
All right. So that's when the civilians start in. Marshall, what's going on?
All right, everybody, let's go ahead. Stay right here. I'm going to go out. I'm going to see what the plan is on how we're going to be bringing people up. I think we're about to go to New Dallas. Or wait, no, that's the plan.
Andy's drop.
And we're about to get finally to Andy's drops. Everyone, let's stay calm. Let's not lose our heads in the home stretch.
And so you step out.
Yeah.
Bateman, Dr. Langtree, you doing anything?
No, I'll stay here.
Okay. If you guys don't stop her, and I don't know why you would, Katrina Hill quietly waits for the marshal to shut the door, and then is following him out. So, first question is, do you guys stop her in any way?
Good riddance.
Where is the marshal? headed
Marshal
out to?
Marshal is on the first level, the residence level, in the cantina. He's told everyone to remain calm.
Is he headed back to the main facility here or towards the dock?
No, he's going to landing pad on top.
He's
going
outside of this building to go head up in some way.
Okay.
So if nobody stops her, Marshal, what do you do?
Do I see that she's following me?
Not yet. I need to know what you're doing. So you step out and head where? Then you can see the sergeant over on the far side.
Yeah, I'll head to the sergeant.
All right. So, no, you will not see her. So, Sarge, you start feeling that somebody's approaching kind of thing, and you look over, it's the marshal heading your way.
All right.
And you guys are yelling over the wind.
They've got confirmation that we're going to have a evac land on the helipad up above, and we need to corral everybody up and move the the prisoners. And,
I'm going to ignore that.
Yeah. Move the prisoners up top as soon as we get the okay from the pilot.
All right. You think? I think we should probably move the prisoners first, get them nice and secure, and then we move the civilians.
Okay.
All right. I'll go get the civilians prepped. You move the prisoners. Thank you. Yep. The hostages. Hostages. I will laugh here because no one can hear us.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
And then you come here, you let me know, you send one of your men in, just let us know, we'll start heading out.
All right.
So, you head back down and around?
And I'm heading
I'll just radio in and say, bring the hostages up.
Katrina Hill's like,
yeah.
So as you turn around and do what, Marshall?
I turn around and pull out my gun, get ready for what he knows around now.
now.
No, I'm heading back to the civilians to kind of tell them.
All right, so as you come back, you'll see Katrina Hill back around the corner.
Jesus.
And as you come around the corner, you see the door just shut. For you guys inside, Katrina Hill comes back in, and she goes and takes a seat on the side where all the action has been, and just kind of sits with her face looking out the window, and you come in.
All right, folks. I try and get everyone's attention.
No, that's not hard. What's going on? We felt something hit. Are we getting picked up?
It's time. It's time. The evacuation is here, but they're prepping us to get in. So, once the lieutenant sends one of his men in, or the lieutenant sends word to me for us to go up. Sergeant, thank you. Once the sergeant is ready, we're gonna start, leading you all out. Get out of here.
Well, so what's the holdup, Marshal? How come we're not going? Yeah, we felt them land. Can't we just head out now?
No.
And then somebody says, how are we getting up to the roof?
One, there's some stairs, so don't worry.
I ain't seen them. Me neither. Both the Meriwether boys like, hey, Marshal, we ain't seen no stairs in the whole building.
All right, now, boys, I want both of you to be quiet. For all I know, you huffed whatever fumes you were huffing. Now, both of you stay quiet. Everybody, I'm working with what I'm being told. The Marines have got this underhand. They're going to let us know when to go out. Now, if I see anybody rile anybody up, now's the worst possible time. So everyone stay calm.
Hey, who the hell are those? It's one of the Meriwether brothers. I was like, no shit. Hey, Marshal, there's some people coming up. The Marines are bringing some guys up. What's going on? And then you start hearing the murmur. Hey, wait a minute. Where are they going? And you guys watch the Marines come past the side of the building, the side where a sergeant is, and the four Marines, including the sergeant, move the 4 prisoners past the side, past the front door, around the other side, and disappear. And just the whole mass of civilians is kind of watching and moving and watching and moving. And now it's starting to be, hey, what the hell? How come they're getting on? Who are those people? Everybody's just shooting questions.
All right.
Marshal, come on. What's going on? This isn't a military pickup, is it? Boom, 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 boom.
No, I'll just
through this, Katrina Hill has stepped up on the far side, has stepped up onto one of the couches, and is just looking your way, which means she's just filming your way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. So I'll let them kind of shout for a minute. Yep. Just like, all right, they're going to shout.
Come on, answer us, Marshal.
All right, y'all ready for some answers?
And everyone kind of calms down, although they're still...
Yeah. I don't got them. No. So I'll say, look, I'm going with what answers I got. With what I got is... That is something that is being handled by the Marines.
So is it a Marine transport? Yeah, is it a Marine transport?
I believe so. I don't think anyone's told me.
No one's told you.
Yeah. As far as I know, I believe it is connected to the Marines. So the point is, we're all going to be heading up there soon. I need all y'all to calm down. Don't worry about what the Marines are doing. Worry about what you're doing. And what that is staying calm so that we can all get home to where we need to go.
So... sheepishly, one of the Meriwethers says, Marshal, it looked to me like they were being brought on under gun. Like it looked like all the Marines had their guns on them. Are they criminals?
It did kind of look a little like that.
So
that'd be great. Are they criminals? Everyone looks at Bateman.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that is Marine business, and we will know what we need to know. And for right now, what you need to know is to hush up.
What we need to know.
And wait until you get to know what you need to know. And what you need to know right now is to shut up, and we're going to be leaving soon. So let's go ahead and calm down.
Great bedside manner, Marshal.
You're welcome.
So another one of the nurses, or not Ming, but another one of the nurses says, Marshal, just if they're criminals, are we going on the same vehicle as them? Now there's like hushed tones, like.
Say, well, considering I only saw one helicopter out there, much like y'all, it sounds like we are. But don't worry, the Marines are here, and even if it is, I said even if it is that there are criminals on there, whatever may be going on, the Marines have it under control. Now, y'all need to know is that you are under my protection right now. And we're going to get you home. Bateman, I don't like you clicking your teeth on.
All right. So, outside, Sarge, you and the Marines bring the 4 perps. You're going to bring them along the far side. There are stairs up to the top part in the landing zone of the LZ. You guys go up. As you get up to the top, you guys have guns on them. You're in that same basic spot. With the 4 of you, you can either stand one behind each guy or do the thing you did before, which is Navarro is in lead, followed by 2 guys.
At this point, 2 in the front, the 4 in the middle, and the 2 in the back, too.
Gotcha. Very good. All right, go ahead and give me an observation roll for yourself.
All right.
You guys get to the top, and you're basically spreading out onto the roof.
I've got 1, 2, 2 successes, and I do have an alien.
Give me the panic roll.
That's gonna be 8.
8 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty good, Dave.
So you will be -2 on all subsequent rolls
Oh, that's terrible,
until
Dave.
we're safe, but no additional stress or anything
And
like
I've got
that.
2 successes.
And 2 successes. So with your second observation, you can throw something out there. But what happens is you're watching as you guys are starting to move towards the vehicle. You're moving up the same side, so you've come up the stairs and you're coming along that same, effectively, side of the roof.
Right.
And one of these guys, would you be able to know? Yeah, because you would know the way they're set up in line. The one that you were talking to, the one that you were interrogating, he kind of leans back for a moment and then goes to kneel down. Looks like he's doing something. The other 3 just ignore him and walk along in front. And you 2 are coming up to him.
So the way we would travel, we're not going to give them any space between us and them. So we're traveling 2, and then the 4 prisoners.
4 and then 2.
We're talking maybe like
a step or 2.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like we're doing. So
Right.
that when we're talking about a step, we're talking 30 inches.
So you're on him, and he gets up. It looked like he was messing with his shoe.
Oh, I ain't gonna let him get that far
All right,
down.
so as
he
he
starts
starts
to
to go
bend
down,
down, yeah.
What do you do?
I'm gonna try and interrupt him, and
Okay.
so
Tell me what you're doing.
well, so he starts to bend down.
Yep, he stops and bends down while the other ones keep walking.
I'm gonna attempt to.
And you have your gun out and in your hands.
Yes.
Okay. And trained.
Stop
Yes.
giving him
Okay.
ideas, Barry.
No,
No,
I'm
that's
just
this
saying
is
that's
the way
what
it
it
would be.
has.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
that you understand that.
Yes.
So I am going to. I'm gonna attempt to command him, and
Command
if
those
he doesn't obey my command, I'm gonna rifle butt him.
I think we're
Argue
again on
that this would be
manipulation.
combat.
Yep, we're in manipulation. It's not command.
Okay, manipulation. All right. So I'm
Yep.
gonna try and manipulate.
Yep.
4.
And
so
what are you
5,
what are you
6.
yelling at him?
Don't move. Get back on your feet. He
Say it
doesn't
again.
understand English though. It doesn't matter what I say.
That's true. That's
So
true. Yep.
what I'm going to do is I'm just going to so strike that. I'm not going to manipulate. I'm going to make an attack.
Very good.
All right, yeah.
You're
Why
not
not?
there to argue.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, I'm going to make
No,
an
he's
attack.
so I will say this in defense of him, they don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
So he's going to be hollering into the wind. So instead,
I'm going to
The international language of blood.
So as he tries to bend down, I'm going to try and shove him. As a fast action, you can try to shove an opponent at engaged range away from you.
yep, which
This
you
is
are.
done with a close combat roll. The GM can modify a roll for certain opponents.
Yep.
If you see your opponent is shoved away to short range from you, shoving a target away can be useful. If you, well, I'm trying to trip basically. I want to shove him down.
All right, so then
And knock
what
him-
you're doing, is going to be grapple.
No, it's not a grapple. I want to hit him with my rifle, the butt of my rifle, to try and knock him flat to the ground, not interrupting what he's trying to do by bending over.
Okay, I'm just going to make that a standard combat roll. Just make a close combat roll.
Okay.
And we're just going to affect what you want to
Okay.
have happen.
All right.
So you're not per se doing damage, you're trying to have an effect. So a success won't do damage, it'll have an effect.
Right, okay. Okay, I did get an alien. Oh, that one's cocked. And I did not get any successes.
Okay.
But I got an alien. Oh, that's going to be bad. 12.
You should scream at him instead.
Berserk!
Oh, and let me be, I'm going to have you probably re-roll. Did you take into account the -2 on everything you're doing?
No, I did not.
So take away two
all right,
dice, now
re-roll.
roll the whole
Okay.
thing.
Oh my god.
Well, think about it. He's
So,
been stressed this
I
whole
said success this time, but I got 2 aliens.
time. All right, so go ahead and
Okay,
give me
roll the
your
panic
panic
test.
roll.
Hopefully I get something better. Oh, I got an 11 now. From a 12 to an 11.
All right, so you lean in and take the strike at him.
Right.
It does knock him back, but in the process, he kicks under and drops you on top of him.
Oh no.
So this was not what was important. So I need an observation roll from your Marines. I'm going to have them rolling 3 dice each. I will give you all 3 of them to roll
3 dice
separately.
total?
3 dice total.
Oh,
no,
they're
no
terrible.
stress.
All right.
Suicide bomber.
Oh no.
All right, so I'm making 3
Actually, I
rolls.
take it back. Stevens would be rolling 5.
So no. Then I'll roll for Stevens. What, 2 stress dice?
No, not stress. Stevens would be rolling 5 dice.
Stevens got a success.
Okay, and
And-
Navarro would be rolling 4.
Okay,
It's
Navarro
only going to be Coombs at 3.
got one success. So Navarro and Stevens both got success.
All right. So, I don't know, so I'm going to ask you. What's happened is you've attacked this guy. He's basically pulled you down, pulling you out of action.
Okay.
Of the other 3, one of them is going to run and leap off the building, attempting to get into the water. That's what his attempt is. Your 2 Marines have observed him. What would be their reaction?
They're gonna shoot him.
Okay, so I need 2 shots.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So do we have the stats? Did we figure out?
I thought you were telling me how many dice.
I did, but I cannot remember. So give me 1 sec, and that is range.
Like I have a range combat of, I have an agility of 4 and a range combat of 2.
All right, so yeah, so you're looking at 5 dice for each of them.
Okay, so 5. No stress.
No stress.
All right, so Stevens has a success.
Okay,
Right.
so
And
that
it's
is going to
oh,
be.
and I get, hold on, they do get +1 bonus. So okay, so he just has 1 success.
All right, so that's 1
damage,
shot.
damage
and then
is
from
2.
Navarro.
From Navarro, he's gonna shoot the other one. He does not have any successes.
All right.
He's gonna push the roll though, so he's gonna add a stress.
He can't.
You can't.
No, he can't because he's an empty seat.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's why I'm not giving him
Oh,
stress.
gotcha, okay.
So we have a single hit. What is the damage since you have the same weapon?
2.
The damage is 2.
Yep.
So he shoots him, still goes off. He makes the leap. Now, how good did he leap?
He might fail.
Nope. Okay, just so you get to know, there are no successes.
That means he didn't actually make it over the rail.
Oh, he made it over the rail. He
Oh.
didn't make it into the water.
Oh, oops.
Oh,
So here's the bad part. For everybody inside.
oh dear God. Everything's fine, folks. Don't panic.
And what happens is everybody either hears or sees a guy whack just hit right outside the
we
opposite
first heard
side
the
window.
gunshots, and
We
then
hear
we
a
started.
gunshot.
Everybody looked at the window.
You didn't hear
upon
the
hearing
gunshot, but you
gunshots.
definitely see the guy. You don't hear him hit, you see him and you feel him hit. So for all of you guys, go ahead and give me an observation roll. And what I'm doing with the observation roll is basically having you say, and just straight observation, no stress. If you fail the observation roll, I'm going to have you potentially do a panic attack.
Ugh.
2 successes.
Well, gosh darn it, Barry, I failed it. So am I
And Bateman?
panicking?
2 successes. So both of you literally are looking that way as he just suddenly comes into view
Splat.
and whack.
Oh.
On
I
the
know
floor.
exactly what happened. Sergeant Rictor shoved him over the side.
Yep, I know you would think
And
that.
I'm gonna look at Baird, and
I'm
I'm gonna say, "This is on you."
Panic
You're
attack,
right.
Baron.
She's right about that, Marshall.
Baird's busy
We
having a
told you
panic
down
attack.
in the med bay. We told you this would happen.
He tried to take his own life.
Wait, that's actually not bad.
I don't
So
believe
8
you.
plus 10.
8-10. All right. So you freeze up. You just.
He's
Oh
got-
wait, no, it's an 8 because
It's
minus
an 8.
2.
You're right. So with an
Nice.
8, it's getting uncontrollable. You've been trying to corral these civilians. You've been trying to keep peace with. It's not the friend side of the Sarge. It's trying to keep peace with the military side. You've been trying to keep the doc comfortable. You've been trying to make all these people happy, and it's just getting to you. The response is tremble, and you are at -2 on any of your actions from this point on. So now, Doc, it is your choice how you want to react. You've just seen somebody go over the edge.
Yeah, and I say that to him. That's
right?
on you.
And that's what you hear. Is she says, Rictor
And
just
then
shoved him over the edge.
How do I get outside to that
Right
guy?
out the front door
Yeah,
to right now.
I go.
And she goes. All right, so anyone else inside doing anything?
I mean, can I act?
You can act.
I mean,
You're just
at this
-2.
point, I'm probably just staring shocked.
Yeah,
I'm
you're just like,
here's-
are you
how did
kidding me?
How did you fuck this one up? And I'm gonna be like,
He'd rather die than be captured.
yeah. So I'm gonna say, oh shit.
No, he was
common.
he was pretty sure he was going to make it to the water until he got shot and spun in the air and didn't make the jump.
We told you this would happen, Marshall. She's right. This is on you.
Oh, that's right. I got to check.
All right, everybody, stay calm. I gotta go out here and see what the hell happened.
Somebody's coming off the roof. What's now? It's the now that they've started to realize it. It's like, is there a fight up there? Are we being attacked? And just boom, the whole room is just going crazy. So you head out, Marshall. You said you followed. You
Stampede.
followed.
Well,
the
now
hell
these
that?
people are all freaking
So you
out.
stay.
I need to manipulate them to be quiet.
So this would be command.
Okay.
This is an actual command for once.
Um.
So, Dr. Elizabeth Langtree, you head out the door and out to the man.
Okay.
You may or may not hear it, but Katrina Hill follows you out. Lance Bateman, what are you doing? Inside it's already starting to get wound up.
I'm gonna make the marshal feel really bad while I'm unholstering my pistol from my ankle holster. Make sure that he knows fully that this is all his fault.
Oh my God,
Wait, you're pulling your gun out?
No, yeah, I'm just.
He's not pulling it up. He's
pulling it on
unstrapping
you. I'm just taking it out of my ankle holster so I can be ready in case anybody else starts throwing people off of the rails.
Well, I was panicked about getting these guys. Now that I see Bateman's armed himself, I have to kill him. This is a
I will say this
legal reason.
It's pretty packed, and he's keeping it low, but he is.
That's
he is
fine. No,
hiding
I
you.
don't actually.
So I am in a rare bout of
Clarity.
no.
Sobriety.
Selflessness. I'm like a little bit worried about Dr. Langtree, so I'm just kind of keeping an eye on her, and I was thinking about following her out, but I really don't want to get my suit wet.
All right.
So Barry,
Yes.
okay. So if I succeed in this,
Yes.
I am going to attempt to shut everybody up with the force of my voice and command.
I love it.
If I fail and panic, I think I panic and pull my gun and try and get people's attention by shooting it up. Shut up. Oh, wait, no.
No, not changing it now.
No, it's too late.
I love it. So remember, you're -2.
Oh, yeah, no, I know, Barry.
You took the 2 dice
Oh, I
out?
did.
All right.
Because I don't have command.
Who's gonna shoot our
I'm rolling 1 regular die and 8 stress die. This is literally the stress roll.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
Oh, okay, good. The only one I got a 1 on is my non-stress die.
But any successes?
I got 1 success.
Oh, fantastic. So you don't end up having to shoot the roof, which would have been so much fun because that would have been something completely different. But everyone shushes. And everyone's just quietly staring at you.
I say, I'm going to go figure out what the hell's going on. Everything is okay. I'm going to make sure that it's okay. I'm going to keep you safe, so stay in here. If you go out of this room, you are putting your lives in danger, the rest of everybody's. So let me put my life on the line for you, and then I'm going to leave.
And so you leave. So I'm going to step up to the top. So Sarge, you got that guy. I'm sure that you're going to basically grab him, hook him, and take him into the ship, right? Mm-hmm. Which the other Marines do the same. So the 4 of you corral the 3, not nicely.
Are there any zip ties on the ship?
Yeah, once you get him inside, Second Lieutenant's like, Smith says, "What the hell is going on out there?"
Lots.
Getting a little unRiley, nothing we can't handle.
What? Who the hell are these 3?
SOF.
Are you
prisoners.
kidding? We got civilians coming on.
Yep.
He says, "I got a radio into the major."
Go ahead.
And he's radioing. He's like, in the back. He says, "We got ties," and he tells you where they
We're
are.
gonna take them from the back. We're gonna zip. We're gonna stuff those guys in as small of a confined space as possible. Their comfort is the least of my worries.
And so at this point, he says, "Holster them guns." He hollers back at you, "Holster them guns." Sarge, I need you up here. Now, this is a second lieutenant.
Right, okay.
Okay.
I tell Stevens, Navarro,
And Coombs.
and Coons, make sure
So
that
they
these
zip
don't go
them,
nowhere.
they spin them around, they're against the back wall,
Right.
face back, and these guys are basically corralled
All
around.
right, cool.
All right. The guy, by the way, that you took down's now got a bloody face.
All right, don't let him move. All right, I go up front.
Where's Chiang in all this? Is he a survivor or did he go over the edge?
Oh, he survived.
Okay.
The one that you guys were interviewing, with quotes, he's still alive. He's the one that caused all of this.
Okay, so he has the bloody face.
So, yeah, exactly. So as you come up, Smith says, "Sergeant, I don't want to be you." Perkins says, "We'll bring him, but you got a lot of explaining to do, and that's kind of the short of it. Go back, control your men. I will get us held here long enough to get these civilians up here." And then he realizes he doesn't know what's going on now. And he goes, "Belay that, Sergeant." He said, "It's been a long fucking night. You need to go down and get those people up here."
All right.
All right. So as you're heading out and going down outside, so Marshall, as you come out the door, this is great. As you come out the door and turn and look, you'll notice that what's around the body are Dr. Elizabeth Langtree, who is currently doing her job as a doctor. You have Katrina Hill with her camera focused on what she's doing and speaking to somebody. You're assuming the camera. and the two Merriweather boys just standing there looking.
Oh shit.
Now, for you out there, Dr. Langtree, the boys are very quiet. Every once in a while, you can hear over the wail of the wind and the rain going, "It's a dead body. I ain't never seen a dead body."
I got a question.
Yes. At least not a human one.
Hill's little camera thing is on her shoulder, right?
I
I can see it.
You can see it.
Does
yes.
it look tacked down really?
It's
heavily?
tacked to something, but it may be a pressure connection and
I've
not
been
like
waiting for that.
bolted to something.
So this is what I do. I see that because at this moment, Baird's realizing this is on him. A lot of this shit. He has not been doing good, and Elizabeth is right. So what he does is he storms up. I'm fairly certain Hill's not gonna know I'm there, and I want to. Are we close to the edge of the pool or the water? Right, because he tried to jump into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
on a
gonna
walkway.
Grab that fucking thing because see what I'm pissed about right now is she's hovering over a dead body for ratings. So I pull this thing
And
off
throw it.
and just throw that son of a bitch out in the water.
All right. So the action that you are going to take.
I'm gonna see if she freaking golems her way out of there like no. I'm just jumps
So I'm
off
going
the
to have
side.
you do a close combat attack.
Okay, I don't have very much of that, Barry.
It's okay. What she is going to do is she is going to have an observation roll to see if she notices you. And then if she's successful, she can block you. If she is not, damn it. She is not.
All right. So I
She
might.
got a decent observation roll. She still didn't make it.
You took the camera and threw it into the water?
That's what I'm attempting to do.
All
Right
right.
now.
As long as he's successful.
Fortunately, he did not realize it was attached.
Did you do the
permanently
-2?
to her body.
No, I
She
did
was
not.
being
Oh,
thrown into the water.
Yes, yeah, because if you didn't, I was going to have to.
I can't. Langtree's on that side for this one.
Oh, so close. Okay, so I did get a success, but
Excellent.
I also got a panic. So
So go ahead and give me your roll. Remember that you got a -2 from the total.
It wanted to be a 6.
total, yeah. So 9.
It's after the -2?
Yes.
Okay.
This is awesome. 9 is drop item.
Yes.
So you grab the thing off her head, and as you go to throw it, it's wet, it's slippery, it hooks on the wire that hooks into the other side in her ear, and you go to throw
She
it,
goes with
and
it.
falls. Nope, she doesn't
damn.
go with it.
Darn.
It doesn't go over the edge, it
is
falls
wrapped
on the
up.
deck.
Yeah.
okay.
So we
Oh,
are
she has
now.
one of those breakaway lanyard things?
Yep. We are
Okay.
now going to go into initiative roll.
Oh shit.
You and Katrina Hill.
Shooter. No.
Just shoot her, yeah. Just shoot her.
She attacked the marshal.
Absolutely.
She hasn't attacked him yet.
Attack the
There you go.
crowd.
Go ahead
Dark
and
day
take
for
one.
New Dallas.
She's getting put away for a long
Pick one
time.
for me.
I don't want any part of
Pick
it.
one for me.
No.
Josh, pick one for me.
Josh is
Not
like,
that
yeah.
one, Josh.
All right, turn it.
What?
Nice.
6, you're first.
Yes.
All right,
How
so
close is it?
so it's right there. I mean, you you're like, I'm gonna just grab it and throw it. So you grabbed it and you went to throw it and it slips out of your hand because again you've pulled it off her left shoulder. It's still hooked into the piece in her ear on her right and something on her shoulder. You pull that stuff out, but it drops to the ground as you make the throw motion. So
my
starts screaming,
plan
"What are you doing to me?
is
Stop,
to
you're
just
hurting me."
I'm gonna say this to her as I go to walk over and
you're gonna
just,
yell this.
yeah, yell this. I yell this as I go and just basically kick the fucker off the edge.
Okay.
And I say, I am goddamn tired of you exporting these people for fucking ratings. This is a human you're fucking covering. Bam! It's a dead body.
All right, so
it's
go
more
ahead.
eloquent in my head.
One dead
I love
hostage.
it. It was way more eloquent, right? Without the wind howling around and the rain
I'm
hitting.
She just hears.
the wind like makes it sound better.
So while you're making your roll,
Well, what am I
close
rolling?
you're going to close combat this thing. You're going to kick it. So Elizabeth Langtree approaches this guy and does what?
Tries to keep him alive.
Go ahead and give me a medicine roll.
Does Elizabeth say here that I'm mad about the fact that she's exploiting a dead body so that I care?
There's a reasonable chance she would hear that.
Yes! Be my friend. Holy shit, I panicked, but I got a fuck ton of successes. I got 4 successes.
All right.
Wait, don't I have stunts?
Yes, you have stunts. First thing you need to do is roll the panic roll.
I don't want to be.
It might replace your whole action.
That's why I'm asking.
Wait, so -2 is 10.
So
Replaces
10
your action.
is
Replaces it.
it replaces it. So what's going to happen? Because what the thing is it doesn't work. You're all ticked off, and you turn on your lead, and that's it. And you turn and you kick it, and with the wet and everything, you just whang fall on your ass.
Oh wow.
What was the?
The result was freeze, but I
The
think
camera's
this
on
makes-
the whole time. You're going on the internet.
Not if I fucking say
Right.
shoot that
So that's
fucking camera.
That's going to be great because you see it kind of go this
You're all down on the ground. You're all trying to shoot
and
at
the
the
marshal
camera.
falls in
I
front of
see a great view of me go to kick.
You're all trying to shoot it from the prone position.
He's like scrambling and slipping
Yeah.
and falling again.
All right. So
The ball's
Elizabeth,
loose.
what did we get for a roll?
So I got 3 successes.
Wow. Oh my God. So did you look at stunts for medical?
No, I haven't yet.
This is for medicine. You're trying to save the guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so how much damage did he take then?
That's the
He
question.
took 2 of 2. He's at 0.
He took 2, but he
just
fell.
broken.
He's broken.
Oh, and then I'm sorry, he took 3 of 3. He took 2 and then took 1 from the fall.
Oh,
Is he broken?
He is broken.
broken.
Okay. So, if you apply your medical aid skills to them and your roll succeeds, they get back on their feet and immediately recover a number of health points equal to the number of dice that I rolled.
Wow.
Number
Oh,
of hits.
number of successes rolled.
Yeah, number of successes. Yeah.
Number of, yeah.
A little simple. Yeah.
Like
So
jeez.
3.
All right.
And I just get 1 stunt?
No, you can use. You have 3, so 1
Oh.
success gives you that. You have 2 stunts more,
Should have a list of stunts there.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
and there may not be too many for that one because, and they're rather specific if I remember. So you just heal it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of
All
what
right,
it
so
is.
it's not like dun he's up. I envision that you set the broken leg, you
Yeah.
deal with the laceration, you staunch the bleeding from the gunshot wound because he was shot, and he's set. But it's not like he's getting up and running away.
So he was shot and then...
And then as he leapt, he was trying to leap into the water instead. Just basically.
My
landed.
perspective is that he got shot and then shoved over the edge.
Well, now that you know he's been shot,
Yeah.
I think your original perspective was he was just shoved over the edge.
Yes, now I know
But yeah,
it's
it
both.
looks like he was shot and shoved over the edge.
Yeah. Is he conscious?
He's mostly aware. He's
I'm gonna-
in pain, and
okay.
you're gonna, hit him with some drugs.
What does it look like to be shoved over the edge?
What's the distance? I'm not a forensic.
She's not gonna forensically. She's not gonna be able to figure anything out.
Shoved
And of course,
by
she
a
can
bullet
ask him.
over
Except
the edge.
But what you say? It looks like he was shoved over the edge.
no, she believes.
I perceive it that way.
She believes he was shot.
I'm gonna
Oh, right.
snap
He
at the
landed in a-
Merryweathers and I'm gonna say, did you guys find a utility closet in here?
You saved him. He ain't dead. I thought he was dead.
I don't know. Can I listen? Did you find a utility closet?
Yes, ma'am.
How about sheets?
Yes.
Go get 2 brooms or a mop and a broom, etc., 2 sticks and a sheet, and come back.
You got it. And they both run back in. So Bateman, you were considering going out.
Yeah,
and
so I think
thought
that,
better
I
of it.
think what I'm gonna do is like use my briefcase to hold it above my head as a makeshift umbrella, and just kind of peek out and see what's going on up there.
So these two, as you're watching what's going on now, you can, instead of doing it through the weather, you can just go to the window and watch.
I can see them from the window.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, then
you
I'll
can
do
see
that.
everything, and
Yeah.
most of the crowd is there.
Yeah, that's way better.
So then you'll hear the Merryweathers open the door and go bounding down the hallway.
For a door opener.
So at this point, Sarge, you are going to be at the bottom of the stairs,
Go find a door
and
opener.
here's what you see: as you're looking ahead of you, Doc is applying stuff to the guy who's hit the deck there, right? Can't tell if he's alive or dead, but you would assume if he's dead, what she's doing would not be being done. At the same time, you see the marshal starting to scrabble back up, and Katrina Hill leaning down to grab something off of the deck.
I'm cussing up a storm.
Do I have eyes on Lance Bateman?
No,
All right.
not at all.
Shoot him.
So, initiative 1.
Oh boy.
Okay, am I up?
No, well,
Okay.
you can do what you want. At this
Yeah,
point,
so-
your next step
I want
is...
to. I want to act in the initiative order.
Oh, sorry. That's true.
all right.
Would you hand him the cards?
All right. I'll take the top one.
Don't take the top one because I think that's mine. Is that a 6?
It's 6. Yeah.
Yeah, take anything but that one.
I'll take the next
That's mine.
I am. Oh, wait, I'm 9. I guess. Well, am I 6 or am I 9?
You're 9. I'm 6.
Okay. Yeah, I'm 9. All right. Cool. All right.
All right, so starting with 1.
Okay, so how much does she have it in her hand?
No, you threw it off her.
Okay,
her
cool.
next action.
No, so then I'm gonna get up, try and pick it up and throw it.
All right, so you're
How
going to
does she
stand
not have
up,
an
run
action
over, and
since
throw
last
it.
time
Yeah.
that happened?
Okay,
Yeah.
standing up is a free action. There's no issue with that.
What's she action.
She just watched. She just looked on in shock.
You said
Oh,
that-
she did have an action.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
sorry.
what I was wondering.
Sorry.
Tell me she fumbles too.
No, she actually sees. So she's got it in her hand.
hell.
She's trying, instead of shooting and filming you, she's trying to put it on her head. So you get up and. So a little bit different, Dave, than what I said. When the Sarge gets down there, Katrina Hill is putting something up near her head. Looks like she's maybe talking into something, or she's wrapping her head with something. You know where the camera goes, so you're pretty sure it has something to do with the camera.
All
and
right.
then you see Baird stand up and.
I'm just trying to think if I'm that. You know what? Honestly, I have an 8 stress, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty stressed. So I'm gonna come over and I'm trying to grab it again and throw
Love it.
I'm gonna fucking try.
All right, do it.
So I'm at -2 though. So and it's the close combat again.
Yep.
There's nothing I can do to raise anything right now, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Somebody aid me.
No.
Well, that's the whole thing. The one person who could won't.
I might for this one if I wasn't busy. To be honest.
I got 2, but I panic.
All right. Go ahead. Give me the panic.
Oh wait, this one actually might be good. It's just an 8.
So the 8 again, I think
Probably
I'm trying to turn to.
bullshit.
Doggone it. I think the 8 is the yeah. So you're just -2 modification. That's it.
Okay, excellent. So
Does
I
it
picked.
stack?
Huh?
Does it stack?
Yeah.
It does. So I'm -4 total.
You
now?
will be at -4. Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's
But
gnarly.
there's no problem. How many successes?
2.
So Sarge, at this point, you see him grab something. I mean, there's not a lot of light, but he makes a throwing motion, and Katrina Hill on her action runs to the edge, runs to basically the guardrail, and is looking over the edge. Your action.
It looks like Katrina Hill is under the marshal's control.
It looks like it. Yeah.
I shift my focus to the doctor, and I'm going to make a close combat attack to grapple the doctor.
What? Okay, so here's where we're at. The doctor is going to need to make an observation roll. The chances are she's not even looking. She is completely focused.
So maybe a surprise
This is
attack.
juicy.
Do I have any minuses?
You're going to be -2.
My priority is to get her to safety, and I'm going to not,
You son of a
waste
bitch.
time trying to heal the person that tried to throw himself overboard.
I honestly thought he was gonna say time for Miss Hill to have an accident.
I got 2 successes.
All right, so yeah, you're working on the guy.
Isn't it
and
my
you-
stealth versus her observation?
Right. So if you want to sneak up,
Right, isn't
that's
it a sneak-
exactly what I want.
I wasn't trying to be sneaky, but I just don't know how it works. It's
No. So if you weren't trying to
Where's
sneak up, so
combat knife
you're
in this
aware of him coming.
All right, so stealth.
So the
Lance
difference,
just starts banging on the
you
door.
weren't trying to sneak up on her.
All right,
Then
well,
it's
that's
just a
mobility,
standard
right?
I knew I
close
should've went out
combat
there.
roll.
Okay, just
And
close
you're
combat roll. Okay.
grappling her, right?
I'm going. Well, it's a close combat roll, and if I get a stunt, then I can do grappling.
Oh, I thought grapple's an actual.
That's all right. Well, the good news is I got no whammies and 2 hits.
All right.
Yeah, finally I got a good roll. All right, so because of that,
So hold up.
Right.
Two things. One, grapple is an attack, so you can
Close
put her
combat
into,
attack.
No. But I'm saying it's an action. To
yes,
do.
I am
Okay.
doing a close combat attack.
So the only thing that you have that you can immediately do is, if you choose to, you can give up your. Would you please pass her the initiative deck? You can give up your fast action to block.
try and block.
Right. Attempt to block.
Try and block.
Can I also draw from the deck at this time?
Yeah.
To react to
The
what
chances
being
are
able to
pretty good.
see.
We'll all get in on this.
Bateman
blocking.
joins the fight.
So
Yeah.
understand that blocking only gives you certain options.
Okay.
Blocking, you can either decrease the amount of incoming damage, you can counterattack, or you can try and disarm.
Okay.
And what
But
I'm
you can't
looking
block.
at is
You can't block. You're not blocking a grapple. It's not necessarily a grapple.
I look at it as
grappling is a stunt.
What about dodging? Is
That's
dodging
kind of,
something?
what I'm looking at is, go ahead and make the roll. You have
Okay.
to beat his 2 successes
And
first.
is it agility, mobility?
So
What am I
It'd be
rolling?
mobility probably.
the action for block.
Yeah, because I can't imagine
It's
Elizabeth.
a fast action. You roll for close combat. You must declare that you're going to block before the attacker rolls for their strike. For each hit you roll, you choose an effect below.
And I've always been allowing you to do it afterwards, but what are the effects below?
It's only decrease the amount of incoming damage that I'm going to get on my roll. Counterattack, you can perform a counterattack dealing damage to the attacker equal to the damage roll, basically fight back, or try and disarm me.
We'll start with your roll.
And it's close combat.
But it isn't going to prevent
Seems like
me
you can only
from
counter.
doing my close combat stunt.
The way I'm looking
Unless
at it,
I counterattack, right?
No, it means you get to attack me back.
No, it's the one below. Read the one below, and that's what I'm going to allow her to do.
Okay, which is
Effectively stopping you.
what? Counterattack?
No.
Decrease the amount of damage?
Nope. The one after counterattack was
Disarm?
Disarm. Right. So the idea is she's going to be able to possibly move out of your way. But first things first, she's got to make the roll.
I can't believe there's no dodge function.
It says if
Like
you
if
are
she
unarmed, you can only
reduces-
block unarmed attacks from other humans.
Which is what she's doing.
all right.
So. Anyway, let's first see before we even have to do anything.
Like if you reduce, well, there's not damage. It's not
Make the
damage.
roll.
It's because it's a grapple.
Yeah,
it's not. You can't reduce the damage.
I don't-
of the
yeah.
grapple.
Ooh, I got
don't know.
Yeah, 2 successes.
2 successes. So at this point, you come in for her, and effectively she block rolls away, but she's given up her fast action.
Kind of out of the order of the.
I get that.
Right. So now, do I have the chance to push the roll if I want to?
Yes.
Okay. So I've got 2. I'm going to push the roll at.
And so
Stress
what we
die.
learned is when we push the roll, you
All the successes stay.
Stay.
So all he has to do is succeed one more time without a panic.
And I didn't. But I did get a panic.
Well, go ahead and give us the roll for the panic.
Yell at her.
Yeah. All right. 10. No.
So 10 will replace it,
10?
and that's the freeze. So basically, what's happened is she's rolled away from you. She's seen you coming and rolled away.
There's
So-
no dodge at all.
Not really.
I can't find a dodge.
So
It's like-
weird.
It's kind of like a block situation.
Yeah.
It's not a block though. That's the thing. You know. It's
Yeah.
not. I think we're not. But it's okay.
So we'll roll back down to 1. So out of the corner of your eye, you are going to catch something's going on with the doc. Your immediate thought is she's fighting with the guy she's helping.
Okay.
I mean, because that's
yeah.
you haven't really looked over there. That's your focus is not there.
So Hill's dealt with as far as I can, but don't think I don't look over and think for a minute. I wonder what happened if she slipped. But then after that, I'll turn around and I'm gonna go to where I was originally going, which was towards the dock.
Okay, so what you see is you see the Sarge in position to do something with her, and she is rolled away from him and away from the body.
Maybe retreat? Would that make more sense? Or does that specifically mean like run
Retreat,
away?
if I remember correctly, is pulling you. It's pulling you away from. So, effectively, yes. If retreat, if we go that route, which we should do from now on, would be a mobility roll. It would allow you to move out of the range for him to make the
Okay,
attack.
I'm okay with resetting back to that.
All right, so make
Does
a
that make more
mobility
sense?
roll.
So what are we doing?
So
I
we're
think
gonna first
you
make a
would
mobility
go,
roll.
and then I would go.
No, he's already made his roll. You would need to make a mobility roll, Sequoia.
Okay.
You would still need to have 2 successes. And what that would allow you to do is move out of the engaged range.
Actually, what?
But a retreat, I don't think is an interrupt. So a block is.
Yeah.
So I mean,
The
you gotta,
way
you gotta
we've
read the rule on
Yeah,
it.
the
It's-
way we've been doing
Yeah.
it,
So
block has
block
been
is
a
interrupted.
fast
you're attacked
action.
by a close combat attack.
block
You can
it.
do
Block is an interrupt, but it doesn't. It can decrease the amount of incoming damage, but it doesn't. So if I did 2 damage with my close combat attack, and you rolled 2 hits on your block, you could reduce the damage to 0 to where you didn't take any damage. Doesn't mean that I didn't then. It didn't mean because
But
the
surely
way.
there's a way to defend against the
Well,
grapple.
let me,
Yeah.
Right.
Like-
so well.
because it doesn't cause damage.
Okay, well, let me finish, right? So, the first phase of that is reducing the damage where you're not taking damage.
Sure.
Doesn't mean that the altercation didn't take place. The other thing that happens is, do I get a stunt or not? And so, where the stunt comes in is, do I get to do something specific that's different that doesn't necessarily cause damage, but might put you in a disadvantage as far as positioning. Like, if I'm able to knock you prone, you may not have taken any damage, but I still may have knocked you prone and not done any damage to you. So where the block doesn't necessarily prevent the attack from happening, it can reduce the
mitigate
amount
it.
of damage, negate the damage that might have been coming in from the close combat attack.
So the way that the rules say it, I like what we're doing better. What the way the rules say it is, she would roll a close combat attack against you.
Yes.
Which would
that's
have
what she
you
did the first
fail.
time.
I like the thought, the way retreat is written, to have her do that instead, which is she wouldn't try and battle you. She'd try and roll away. Here's the downside. We're going to switch it. We are going to go to that. If you fail the mobility roll, he gets a free attack. So
okay.
if you don't succeed, not only does he's got you in the grapple, he's got his action still.
Remember, Ty's got to be the
Okay.
aggressor.
And
Correct.
yeah,
So then
I'm fine with whatever
I
happens.
just think
I just-
sensibly, there's got to be a way to defend. If somebody wants to grapple
Yeah.
you, they're not doing damage, and so you just have to take.
Right, that's the
like,
defensive close combat.
so that's a big gap in this game.
Right,
is
no,
there's
no, that's
dodge.
it says right there. It's the defensive close combat.
Yeah,
But
okay.
again, for us, because he's moving in and you're moving, I like what we're doing. But give me a mobility.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll mobility now.
Standard mobility roll.
Does that make sense?
Totally up to you.
Well, I would like to play the way the rules are.
I mean,
asking us to
you
play.
already played it the way the rules were, which is that you
did the close combat.
Right.
Right.
You opposed his close combat, and then he pushed it, and then he got another panic, but no other hits. And if he would have got another hit at that point, then he would have won.
Right, right. And again, I like for my game, I like
So-
putting it as mobility.
But with you don't automatically close combat isn't automatically opposed rolls. I don't think.
no, but the grapple stunt is. It says right in grapple on page
but
93.
I never said I'm not grappling. Grappling's a stunt for close combat, right?
So all right, so let's step back for a
grappling's
second.
not an action.
hold
Back
up,
even
hold up,
further.
Hold up. If you're close combating, my understanding is your objective was not to do damage. Your objective was to get a hold of her.
right. Now my objective is so what I have to do is I have to make a close combat attack,
Listen to what I'm saying.
right?
My understanding is your objective was to get a hold of her.
Yeah, grapple is a
that-
fast
wait,
attack,
wait,
not a
wait,
close
wait.
combat. That's a
Is
slow
that
attack.
correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
if it's not, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna grab hold of the doctor. Yeah.
So that is a grapple attack.
Okay. So,
Okay. And you made enough successes to do that attack.
All right.
Okay. So you are able to grapple her. She made the roll to stop the grapple, basically hold it up. You made a second roll, pushed it with stress, which you can do. And with that, the stress being a 10 replaced your action, meaning you were not successful.
Oh, gotcha. Right.
And what I was trying to do is, I think the way the game works, I like the ability for her to make a mobility roll instead. But if we go straight rules, she would have successfully beaten the close combat only because you quote unquote froze. You had the 10 roll. Does that make sense? I mean, not that it makes sense mechanically, but for the rules, that's the way it would be. So I'm good with either one. Either you would fail or we have her make the mobility roll. Again, for me going on, I will run it as mobility. for something
Retreat.
like
Totally up
this.
to you.
Retreat as a fast action has the prerequisite that that there has to be an engaged enemy. So once you come into engaged range, you can then make the retreat roll. That's technically maybe like before the actual attack. So
Right.
like retreat should be like a counter movement thing, not like a get away from an attack thing, which should be the attack itself.
So
you know what
that's
I mean?
fair. So we'll go back to what I did in the beginning.
Okay.
We'll stick there. So what's happened is Dr. Langtree has figured it out, successfully moved out of the close combat. Rictor has pushed it with an attempt to get it, but was not successful, and now we are at that end point. So right now, Dr. Langtree is free. Rictor is not encumbered or damaged, but he is also free to make his next action.
So in this situation, you did a retreat. Is that what you did?
No,
I'm so
she did.
confused,
She
Dave.
tried
I'm
to.
confused.
No,
So-
what she did was successfully survive against the close combat, which was to grapple her.
So my close combat roll beat your roll.
Well, I never was successful in my close combat roll because I panicked.
Correct.
Instead.
Okay.
Correct.
So
Yes.
nullified my initial attempt.
And that's why I'm saying now. So now we're moving. Right. So now we're moving forward in that point. And I apologize. I lost where we were in initiative.
I was on 9.
So back to one. I
Right back
think.
Are we
one.
back to
Back to the
one?
marshal.
Yeah, and then
All
I
right.
had ran up to Langtree to see what's going on,
Right.
and so then
Oh,
I
that's
saw
right. So you're
him.
running. So yeah. So what you're doing is you're running up and you're seeing her roll back, and the Sarge is there. That's what you come to.
All right, I don't know what the hell I just ran into. We got to get these civilians loaded up on that
Wind
ship.
is whipping around. Rain is pouring
Rictor,
down.
goddammit! We gotta get these folks loaded up. What's the word? Are we loaded up? What the hell happened here? These that's right, I forgot the prisoners there. These prisoners were under my protection. What happened? Do I see that he's been shot?
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
They shot him and pushed him over the railing, and now he's trying to. I don't even know what.
And Sarge, you hear her say those words.
Okay.
Because she's hollering. Everyone's hollering at this
Then
point.
I holler at you.
Alright.
Rictor, is that what happened? What happened up there?
I'll respond on my turn.
Go.
Oh, so I'll say that's not what happened. And right now, I need to get you to the evac. Right, and I'm going to again make another attempt to. So I'm going to look at the stunts just so you know because the verbiage here that I use is being. You know, I want it to be. You know, it's important. So I want to look at the stunts.
Yep.
And let you know what my.
Take your time to do that.
What my. So for close combat.
Bateman inside. While he's looking inside, you are watching what's going on outside. So what you're able to see is clearly the Sarge takes a leap at what appears to be Dr. Langtree. Ends up on top of the injured man. Langtree rolls away. Katrina Hill is at the far side, looking over the railing, and the marshal has come in. He is now hollering down at the three of them: the injured person, Dr. Langtree, and Sarge. You've also heard the door open and shut, and heard the Merryweathers pound down the hallway.
All right. Yes, I guess the only option closest is to do a grapple.
Gotcha.
Because my attempt, I'm going to try and. Basically grab you and move you towards the evac.
Gotcha. So go ahead and make the close combat roll again.
Close combat roll.
Wait, do I see him?
I do have a panic, so let's roll that first.
Yep.
Wait, can I use...
And that's going to be...
Can I use my action
so that's
to
10.
interfere?
And 7 plus 3 is 10.
So same basic thing. The idea is...
Do I increase my stress at 10?
No.
Okay.
So the basic idea is not that you're literally freezing, but you're making the move on her, and she is getting away from you in the process. The idea that you're so beside yourself. Nobody's following your fucking orders. You know, nobody is reacting the way you're told to. You've got a job to do, goddammit. You're short timer.
Well, I can't shoot her.
Right, and you can't shoot her.
If only.
All he would have to do is wing her. All he'd have to do is wing her. All right, so we'll stay in initiative order just for pattern and what's going on. So, Marshall, the Sarge is coming at her. She's moving back from him.
And I've made my intentions clear.
Yeah. And you've heard him say, I want to get you on that rig now. Evac now.
It's obvious that I'm trying to get her away from what she's doing, which is attend to the person that fell. She needs to forget that and get to the evac.
So I'm gonna have to step up to Rictor, and because my intention is to stop him and try and shake some sense into him, because I think the stress has gotten
right.
to him a little bit.
And that's legitimate. I think it has. I think it has to do with
Rictor is my buddy. He's my buddy.
Yep.
For now.
Hey pal. Hey bud. Hey mister.
So we are in combat.
So I guess
I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
And he is definitely suffering from stress.
I think you have more than I do, though. I think you have more than I do.
That doesn't change it. You are definitely suffering from it.
Okay.
So meaning he could
It's really bummed
try and make the command roll.
So here's the fun thing is I will try to command him.
All right.
And I have 3 in my.
So it's an opposed roll, right?
To my knowledge,
or is
command
it just
is not.
command is just a roll?
Yes.
I have 3 in my empathy and no in manipulate.
No actual
in
command.
So at -4, that means I get none of those. So it's just 8 stress die.
No, now you're back down to -2. That situation is over. So you're just the -2.
Oh my god, that's so great. Now I have 2 die extra. So
It's like there doesn't even have to be any real bad guys because we'll just make that happen.
guys, we're the bad guys all along.
We're the
I
bad
didn't even have time
guys.
for the freaking weird fish person thing.
Oh yeah, we're like,
So-
that's someone else.
We're gonna kill ourselves before we get to that.
So
We'll
there's-
send our own company team for that guy later.
So just before you roll, just so we understand the command. So you can stop panic, you can give orders. In combat as a slow action, you can bark orders to another character. They must be able to hear you, even via a comm radio. Roll command. For every success you roll, they get a +1 modifier to their roll when carrying out the orders you gave.
So you're gonna get
Right. What he's going to be doing is the stop panic, because right now
that
you
doesn't
are
make a lot
under
of
a number of
sense.
effects. You are currently under the -2. You are
So
currently
you're
under
gonna help
quote-unquote
him be more
freeze.
successful at
So what he's
capturing
going to try and
other
do
people.
is
Well, I'm
knock you
hoping-
back into your senses, basically removing all the negatives currently on you. Not
Would
the
manipulate
stress.
make more sense?
And
Yeah,
not
I mean,
the
would
stress.
manipulate
Would
in this case
manipulate
would make
make more sense? Because I'm
you're
trying
to convince him to stop.
Yeah.
what he's doing.
I'm trying.
He's
That's
not
Sure,
what,
I
trying
would
to
accept that. Go ahead and make the
strengthen
manipulation
oh,
roll.
thank God, that's much better. Okay.
He's like, why, thank
Do
you.
I still get
This
Oh,
isn't
no.
going. This isn't going to stop. This is going to reduce my stress, but it'll
Yeah.
stop the effects of the panic.
So that
All
would
right,
be
so
more
so
like
it's stop sec. So Dave, it's your choice how you want him to. I'm going to use the words attack because that's what we're doing, a combat roll. Do you want him to stop the stress, which is the way, or stop the panic, which is the way I'm envisioning? So he is looking at you as like, because you're currently -2 and froze and all those things.
All right, so he's trying to stop panic.
But this is your choice, or do you want him
it's
to
his
try and
choice.
manipulate? No, it's yours, because I'm asking you how you envision reacting to it. Or do you want him on the other side of it trying to manipulate you to listen to him? My feeling is it would be the command rule.
Yeah, so if you're going to do... Well, I think they're two different things, you know. So the command is like you're trying to do something very specific.
Yeah, shake you out of what's
Right, so
happening.
what sounds like what you're trying to do is stop the effects of the panic.
That's my
Right,
feeling,
so
too.
that would be stop the panic,
Because
which is a specific game mechanic.
What I'm seeing is that you're so stressed, you're attacking her, and
And that's why I wanted to go through his command.
Right, yeah,
let's
that
do
is
it.
an actual...
Let's do it.
Let's roll
So-
command.
Okay.
He gets to do one thing for every success that he gets on this roll.
Can you do multiple? One thing
And
multiple
rolled
times?
an
question:
alien.
what happens if I roll 2 aliens and no successes?
Yeah, right.
You just make a panic test.
make a
Oh, I
panic
just
test.
make a panic.
Make a panic test.
Wait, can I push it? No.
No, because
Can
you
I
rolled
get?
an
What if
alien.
I
Please
promise
don't.
to double panic if I fail? Oh, it's just a 10. It's boring.
Oh, so
So yeah, you're basically stopped like he is. You're like, what am I going to do? So here's where you guys are at. Rictor is very straightforward. He has a set of orders he is supposed to follow. He is being stopped at doing his orders at every turn. You do not have a set of orders. You have a mandate of what you're supposed to be doing. And what you currently envision is that Rictor is not helping do that, and you believe situationally that he's not helping do that because he is just at his wit's end, and you're not really sure why. So you kind of are at a standstill at this point. You're hollering at him, having no effect. He's kind of figuring out what he's doing, having no effect.
We're just staring at each other.
Yep. And at this point, Bateman, you're gonna hear the two boys hollering, "I got it! No, I got it! Get off me! I got it!" And they come pounding back through the thing and go outside. And you've got that perplexed look on your face. That's perfect, because you're gonna look out at them, and they have two what look like blankets or sheets or something.
Oh.
One of them's got a broom in one hand, and then both of them are yanking back and forth on the metal pole that they were using, the
They're
mop
trying to
pole
break
that they were
into.
using trying to open the door.
he's trying to open the door to the outside.
That's what they were trying to do.
They were trying to break open to the door that you couldn't get through. They're
To
the reason you
Navarro.
couldn't get through that door downstairs in the maintenance room.
Oh, gotcha.
So, we go back to number one.
Okay. Well, I mean, so I don't see any of that. I just need to
No,
try.
that was for Bateman to see.
That's what I mean. My whole thing is to just try and talk to him.
So you're
yeah.
breathing.
So I'm just like,
So then Dr. Langtree, I'll leave him froze for a moment. For you.
I'm 3. I don't
Yes.
know if she's 2 or
Well,
not.
Oh,
would
I'm
you
7.
like to do
Okay.
something?
Yes, I would. Upon seeing Dr. Langtree being aggressively acted upon by the Marines, I'll take the opportunity to, again, cover my head with my briefcase and hold my gun, and I'll go upstairs and head to the helipad.
All right, so you're going to go out.
Yeah.
To the helipad!
she's got this under control.
Go ahead and give me a mobility roll. That's beautiful. I love it.
I just picture you
All right, well,
like,
wait,
trotting.
before you roll mobility.
Right.
Are you running up there or what?
No, yeah, I mean, I'm moving safely.
All right,
I
but
mean,
don't even make the roll. So, for you guys, with all the stress and shit that's going on, Bateman goes walking by.
And so,
Yeah.
and on my way by, I just want to like look down and be like, who are these people, and when did they become more important than the mission priority? I mean, me.
And he's yelling that at Rictor, so
Yeah.
take that as you want.
Oh, now I know.
And
what
why
to say.
didn't anybody tell me the mission objective changed? I am the mission objective. I should be told if it changes.
Rictor, get the mission objective to the helicopter. I'll secure the other one, and we'll meet up there.
Is it my turn?
And do I need to make a mobility
No.
roll?
I'm
Okay,
last,
fine.
so.
Are the Merryweathers back?
Yeah, they brought exactly as I described. They're tussling with it, but they both end up giving you the 2 poles and the 2 sheets. They didn't. Sheets. They didn't find any.
And they're
No,
just
2
kinda-
blankets. They didn't find sheets.
The Rictor and Baird are just
Are
kind of standing
arguing
off.
over you,
Okay.
over the guy.
I'd like to fashion a word thing.
Splinter or
Manipulation.
travoid. It's 2 different things. With them this long,
It's a
are you
travoid.
taking something to carry them in,
Yes.
A Travoy.
I help. So I'll see that and I'll say, you secure Bateman, I'll secure
I'm
this
secure. I'm the
And
most
he's
secure one.
hollering as he's going up the stairs. I'm secure. I'm already up the stairs.
one. Bateman, you got a license for that gun?
Hell yeah.
And you all see the gun.
Siemens brand license. It just says for this gun. Just this gun.
Big green letters. License to carry.
Yeah.
Siemens.
Came in a cereal box.
We have the easiest, most straight through processing for your.
If you
Buy a
got
gun
it,
or a license.
if you got it, you got it.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So, Doc, you're going to start fashioning.
Yes.
And I'm helping.
Very good.
So I'll offer to help.
on the next round, assuming you guys are both still here, you will aid the medical roll.
Okay.
All right. So you're up. So Rictor, what are you doing?
Where are the rest of the Marines?
All upstairs. They haven't. No one's left because you were the one going down to tell the civilians get their asses up here. That's what Lieutenant Smith told you to do.
So I radio into the other Marines. I say, Stevens Navarro, Bateman is on his way up. Secure him and make sure he gets onto onto the evac.
You got it, Sarge. And you, Bateman, just so you know, you
Actually,
get up to the top.
I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna say Kuntz and Stevens. Navarro, fall in on me to help secure the doctor.
So same response. You got it, Sarge.
Double
Coons
time.
says, Sarge, that means we leave the prisoners with nobody on them. You want me to stay?
Who's saying that?
Coons is saying that because you just told Coons.
Well, they know that
to secure
Bateman's
him.
coming up. So when
Oh,
they,
you didn't
when
say
he
go
comes
get
up,
him.
Right, I didn't say go get him. He's coming up. Make sure
so
he
they
gets
all say
on.
got it, Sarge.
Make sure he gets on
All
the
right.
evac.
So you're going to see
I'm
Navarro.
a big boy.
So you, Bateman, as you're coming on, you're going to see Navarro double timing it past you down the stairs.
Yeah.
So cycle back downstairs. At this point, Katrina Hill comes by, and you're going to see this. You're going to hear this. She comes by and she just smacks you, just wham across the back of the head, and then walks with that swish.
Who's she smacking?
Oh, she
Him.
like that video we watched.
Oh yeah.
I have the perfect video to show you.
Yeah, okay. She smacks the marshal in the back of the head, just whack, and then the kind of bastard, and then just swish, 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 and she goes up.
Yeah.
Now, here's the next thing that happens. What you're going to get to see, because he's got it facing the wrong way, you're going to see the civilians are now coming around the corner.
Okay. So I still have my initiative, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I am going to manipulate.
So I'm going to say this to you. You can see that she is setting up to build something to grab this guy.
Which is outside of the scope of my orders.
But I'm trying to play to get you moving with this. But if you were to help her build it or help her carry it, you've got her. There's she has no more excuses to stay.
Right, sure.
All right.
I'm gonna try and interrupt building of the Travoy.
Yeah.
Right. It's not mission critical. Right. And I'm going to try and manipulate her, and I'm going to say, we need to go now, ma'am.
And
You
that
need
is-
to come with me.
And that is fair and legitimate because we are still in a windstorm and they barely.
I do have a stress, but I also have 2 successes. So
Alright, so let's see the stress.
stress. I rolled a
Is it still
2.
Daylight. It's just like
I am
really
8.
gray, or is it
I
like?
think it's night now.
I'm good. I'm less than 10.
Oh,
I'm
it's
good.
definitely
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Night.
Okay.
All right.
So that's 2 manipulation on you, and she needs to roll what to defend.
Manipulation. It's, I
It's
believe
manipulate, right?
I believe it's an opposed roll. Yeah.
So I'd like you to roll a manipulation.
You got to roll
Aliens too?
3.
I'm sorry, say again.
Aliens as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And what you're defending against him is him trying to put in your head, legitimately, hey, there's
time to go.
this storm coming, we barely got down here.
We got to go. This thing ain't gonna be
Okay.
here long. We got to go now. Yep.
And as you're looking up, you'll notice that the civilians are starting to make their way up there too.
Oh yeah.
I got 1 success.
All right.
So
I win.
Your options are
Okay.
1, you
Yep.
can fall in and follow his orders. Option 2, you can battle him.
I'm battling
Are
you.
those the only 2 options?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm battling. I'm gonna have to be like physically battle?
That's the way I envision. it.
Okay.
If you succeed, your adversary must either do what you want or immediately attack you physically. Even if your adversary chooses to do what you want, they can still demand something in return.
There you go.
Oh, you already attacked
There
her
you go.
physically, so it's not really.
You
an
can do what he
escalation at
wants,
that point.
but tell him you want something in
The
return.
GM decides what that entails, but it should be reasonable enough for you to be able to meet those demands. It is up to you to accept or to that agreement or not.
Yep,
Okay,
this is perfect.
I have to roll to do that, or I can
No,
just...
you just have to tell him
You
what
know
you
what I
want.
want.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's
she's-
if you're not going to attack me.
No, she's not going to attack us. It makes no sense for her character.
Yeah.
So what
She
she
might
tells
have.
you is, I have no problem
We'll go from
going.
here.
What do you say?
We just get you're welcome.
You tell
I thought
me
the-
what you say.
I thought the GM... No? Okay.
No, you can make the conditions, and
Okay,
the
I
GM
see.
kind of curtail like what it should be,
Gotcha.
to
So
make it keep it in reason.
I'll say, once this man is aboard the helicopter, or whatever... Once this man is on board with us...
Evac unit.
Once this man is on the evac unit with us, I will go with you happily.
So this is where in my manipulation I try and rebut that. So I radio in and say, Stevens and Coots, secure the injured person with the marshal and make sure he gets onto the evac. Ma'am, you need to come with me now.
Okay, so Navarro
So I've
is,
met the requirements of what she's asking.
Hold on. Just so that you know where you're at. So Navarro is down with you. He's just come down the stairs. Coombs and Stevens are
up top.
on the are in the vehicle watching the prisoner. Baird is
Lance Bateman.
Lance Bateman has come in. They have said, Mr. Bateman, can you come over here? They have him secured as
I'm first.
You are asking those two to leave that position or not?
Navarro's already down here. I'm
Yes.
asking Stevens to come down and assist Navarro.
Got it, Sargent.
Securing
And he comes
the
running
wounded
in.
guy.
Okay.
To make sure he gets him. And I tell the doctor, ma'am, you need to come with me now.
And do you tell her that that's what you've done?
Yes.
Okay. So he's told you, he's got them coming down, they will bring this guy in, you need to come with me now.
Did I finish building the thing?
No, but two big strong Marines are going to have no trouble picking this guy.
And I'll tell you that I'll help finish it while you're going up with him, and I'll go get the civilians.
Oh, you don't have to do that as they're all going past you.
See, now I look and see.
And
Oh
so
wait,
the
no.
mass of people
Yeah.
starting to walk by you.
So I'll agree.
Okay. So I usher her to
you
the
two- all right.
safety of the evac.
So it's about 8 to 10 minutes as everyone moves up, with the last people being Marshall, Stevens, Navarro, bringing the injured man up. As you guys bring him in, the Marines, unless you specifically push your way in, Baird, the Marines are going to take the guy. And basically what they do is they lay out the sheet, roll him the sheet, take both ends, and carry him up.
That's fine. What I'm doing now is, now that that guy's secure, is I'm gonna go up and head count and make sure we have everybody.
Perfect. I love that. God, if there was a way I could throw you a chip. So, everybody is on the unit, or everyone is inside the unit. As you come in and start counting, Second Lieutenant yells over at you, says, "Are you the Marshal?
That I am, Marshal Baird.
Marshal, you got a count for me?"
And then I'll tell him the count. Yeah. Yeah, we got
24.
23.
23.
So, 23
One
plus,
23 people
Plus-
on this thing?
plus 4.
Oh yeah, plus 4.
Will they all fit?
Huh?
Were they all? Okay.
Yeah.
Perkins was 24, but he got squished.
We don't talk about
Oh, I
Perkins.
thought he was.
We don't talk about Perkins.
So he leans back. He's leaning back. Each time he's talking to you, he's holding something at his fist, and he says, "All right, Marshal, we're gonna lock this up and pull out. I want you to keep control of these people. This ain't gonna be easy. Weather's been hard on us."
Slap the water off my hat. You did. I got it.
And the door starts shutting. Okay, as it shuts,
I'm pretty dry.
you got the outside pelting going on. You've got the thunder periodically hitting. Inside, other than the rain and the noises that the machine itself makes, if there's even a slight lull, all you hear is people breathing.
Ew.
Nobody's talking. There's no chatter. Even the Merryweathers are just sitting there.
They best shut up.
And you hear the engines gun in, and you can feel the vehicle starting to pull up from the top of the roof. You guys lift off, and the first thing that happens is a wind gust pushes you, and everybody screams. You can see, especially for you, since you've piloted, Doc, and I don't know if you're gonna go and be with the down guy. He's on there. They've got him
Yeah,
laid in
I
sheet.
would if, yeah.
All right, but as it moves, as you look up, you can see him straining. But what you know of piloting, he knows what he's doing. You're feeling good about it. He gets you guys up, loads back, turns around.
He crashed.
You saw what I showed you. That was a success. It wasn't an alien.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
I was
That'd
just
be
like
terrible if he
but
The
crashed.
fact that it was needed.
Yeah, that it wasn't an automatic. I was
And
like,
so
oh, we're going.
he moves in. So in the same way that you saw the vehicle loom to the left when it was coming towards you, it looms to the right, and he's basically tacking into the wind. He'll follow it for a bit and then whip around. Each time he whips around, most everybody that's civilian screams. So Lance, Katrina Hill, oddly, has found her way over to you, and as that first big whip happens, she grabs onto you. As he gets it restabilized, she kind of looks at where she's holding onto you with nearly a death grip, and looks at you, gets totally red-faced, and pulls her hands away from you.
Ooh la la.
Oh my.
So do I notice she no longer has her camera?
You definitely notice she
Miss
no longer
Hill,
has her
what
phone.
happened to your camera?
We're on the planes.
I chucked that son of a bitch. I'll do it again too.
That was my claim to fame.
So she looks at you, and she goes from that blush of embarrassment to livid red. She goes, "Oh, I'll have the footage." Marshall is going to be swimming, and just doesn't say anything more than that. And you guys are shaking, coming back.
Oh, that's great. Okay, cool.
So the vehicle is having a time of it, and you guys can see one lightning strike, and then when that thunder hits, you can feel it. You guys go up quite a ways vertically. You guys get what looks like above it, and then there's a big dip throwing everyone's stomachs into disarray as you come down. There's another bank effectively to the right, and over, let's see, God, no, it's not going to be anyone. The Marines are going to hear this, and it's going to come on and just say, "All right, we are coming in for landing. This is not going to be easy." And he says, "Sarge, will you get that Marshal working on keeping these people calm? I don't want them moving around."
Marshall, it's gonna be a rough landing. You keep these civilians quiet, all right?
I got this. I don't got this. Okay.
Let's make that manipulation roll.
Am I still at -2?
Am I trying to manipulate
You are
the
not.
Marshal?
No, you are
Okay,
not.
he's
No,
trying to
you're
be
literally
proud.
passing.
I'm
this
trying
down.
to
Just let you know,
So
we're coming in hard.
The problem
Could
at
you
this
not
point,
command the marshal?
I can
to give him
assist.
bonus
I can
for
assist
his?
the Marshal though in his
You could.
manipulation. I
Like
will do
You
that.
do not
You
have the
commanded
-2s.
him.
Oh, yeah.
You should be able
Okay,
to give
so-
him bonus
Josh
dice.
is making a good point right now.
Yeah.
So I've got I can do that.
That would be the first make sense roll for command.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not commanding. I'm just yes, I'm commanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
So-
can give him a +2 if you
Yeah.
succeed, right?
I think I get a +1 for every success that I get.
Well, how do we?
Let's see. Well, I've got one success. Oh, and I've got a bunch of aliens.
Can these civilians calm down?
Three, so that's a 10. That's a 10.
All right. So yeah. So you go like Marshall just what? So no bonuses.
Okay, so what? Figure your shit out, Marshall.
It's gonna lean back with my Kevlar against the fuselage, right, and just take it out.
I told everyone to calm down. Everything's gonna be fine. I got one success and several.
Go ahead.
Damn.
Give me a roll.
God.
So it's like
It's
there's
a
a
10,
tidal wave
so-
point where
All right.
when you get beyond like 5
Wait, no,
extra
it's an
dice,
8.
it's
No,
not
you're
helping
right,
anymore.
you've got a
Like,
really good
you gotta
chance.
get rid of that because
Yeah. Well, we haven't really had the
We
opportunity.
haven't had a chance.
well,
Yeah.
anybody could have discreetly come to Lance Bateman and inquired upon Siegmund Pharmaceuticals.
Some of these
and I
If
had
they
an
do.
answer.
I would rather go berserk and
Back at a case of
everyone.
Nepro.
And this is a beautiful episode set. For next episode, it's Lance Bateman trying to sell napkins.
Wait, look. Who wants
So
a shot?
So the marshal starts hollering at him and is just getting worked up. Any of you guys that are looking notice that he's kind of trembling a little bit. He looks upset. If you take the time to look at the Sarge is just back, but the veins in his neck are all burning, are all bulging. There's a vein across the top of his head that's bulging. Those two are definitely at their wits' end, you can tell. The landing comes in successful, so the landing comes in.
Oh, thank God.
Boom! And game is over.
And successful.
So the landing comes in. There's a slow bounce as the lieutenant is starting to holler at you. He yells, "Marshal, get these civilians!" And he starts telling you which direction to take them in.
Get the fuck off of this!
And so where you guys have landed, just so you know, is you have landed in the military base. You have not landed in Andy's drop. But he's telling you where to take them to basically stay until the weather's gone so they can take you in. So you will take the civilians. Now, here's my question. As they land, Sarge, you got 4 military prisoners to do something with. And then the other component of this is you have the 2 POIs that you were supposed to take care of. What are you doing with them? And what are you doing with the prisoners?
Going to direct prisoners to be taken to the stockade.
All right.
And inform the SPs on site that these are POIs, but they are civilian POIs and should be cared for and placed in.
So you're not going with. You're gonna pass off to the next connection.
Right.
Beautiful.
SPs are the security forces, right? So, which they'll have at the base say these are civilian POIs. They should be escorted to housing. Because I've got to go debrief. So.
And you guys are gonna split up at this point. So all 3 civilians, which is Baird, Langtree, and Bateman, you're gonna end up in a building outside of the weather. You're brought around coffee, and they also bring you towels to dry off with. There's 2 men assigned to each of Langtree and Bateman, 2 military men that are just quietly sitting there. They seem to be pretty relaxed in whatever's going on. As far as the Sarge, you're going to go with the prisoners to the stockade. You're going to lock them up. You're going to turn around and basically, I'm not sure what the term is, when you come to your new military post, you do what?
Your report. With me, I got to report to the major.
Debrief him. With or without your men?
No,
I don't know.
The men don't come with me. No.
So the men go to a barracks?
Yeah, they'll go to the barracks.
All right, so you'll direct that, and you're heading. Yeah. And so tonight's episode is going to end with you at Major Perkins' door, ready to go in, and the 3 of you relaxing in the civilian quarters, ready to go back.
I think relax.
And we'll close
Lance
for the
Bateman
night.
ended with 0 stress, so I just want to point that
What?
out.
Not a competition, Josh.
That means you weren't doing enough.
You all been
Okay?
Bateman.
You weren't doing enough, Bateman.
No, you guys were doing all
So
the
wait,
work
the episode
for
changes.
me.
The episode ends with everybody jumping Bateman?
As it should be.
Hey, I was able to accomplish my mission.
All right.
You know, the civilians may not have appreciated the tactics that we use. But you know what?
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. To stay on top of everything we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, all at NCRP Productions. You can show your support and help us continue to produce content by joining our Patreon. We offer additional podcasts like our B-Sides and have GM materials, maps, and other fun things you can discover over time. You can find our podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and many other fine podcast sites. Just look for us at NCRP Productions. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave us feedback or comments. And if you would like to contact us directly, you can email us at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.